Hello, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. It's time for tarot scopes. We're going to be doing the tarot scopes for the sign of Leo. That's Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising for the month of November 2024. Before we get started, I just want to welcome my new subscribers. Welcome to this wonderful group of like-minded, stargazing souls. I think that we are all here in our attempt to align ourselves with higher vibrational frequencies, with love, with compassion, and with an understanding of each other that really sometimes I think only the stars can give us. But so thank you for joining us. You're going to like it here. You're going to like it here. And to my tried and true, who've been with me for years, I don't know, this journey has been made so much richer by our participation and our interactions. I want to thank you for that. And one more quick announcement. I've been on YouTube for a long time, a number of years. And I've done a lot of different kinds of videos and offered a lot of my perspective and my knowledge. And I've decided that in order to really um, give the people who want it the most or who want to go in this direction and sort of work with me and learn from me, that I'm going to offer a membership on the channel. Now, I'll still do plenty of videos for everybody, but I feel like if I can do that, I can be a little more free, and I don't have to hold back quite as much, and we can do some really good work together. So I'm planning on getting that out by January of 2025. So that is my goal. And I work each day a little bit trying to make that goal happen. So cheer me on. Okay. Uh, so let's talk a little astrology. We'll start with the astrology now. I have a little cheat sheet here that I'm going to use, but I'm not going to necessarily, you don't have to see it with me, but I'll tell you what I see. All right, Leo. So, of course, Leo being a sun ruled sign where the sun sits is important. We have a sun, the sun in starting the month, we have the sun in Scorpio, and that is your fourth house, Leo. And so it's the most it's the deepest part of you. You know, you have Scorpio down at the bottom of that fourth house cusp, makes you very private. And the sun is in there now. And so things that you would normally maybe not share or not want to share get sort of exposed with the sun there. Now we do have a new moon. So that new moon is happening on the 1st of November. And in the fourth house, it's a good time to start like a house project, right? We actually, I have a Leo rising. We need to renovate a bathroom. And that would be a good time to get that started. Although I'm dreading it. It'd be nice to get it started and then finished, but projects often take longer than we expect. But that's an example, right? That's an example. That new moon is powerful. The two ruling planets of the moon and the sun and the moon in Scorpio are in an opposition to each other and in a larger aspect pattern called a kite. And so we have Mars and Pluto opposite each other. We have Neptune, Uranus, Mercury. So we have the three personal planets. We have Mars, we have Mercury, right? I think that's the whole kite. And so there's this kites. When you see kites in charts, these are people that get a lot done. And they have a lot of talent, but they're not just like talented and don't do anything. They're talented and they apply that to make differences, to make changes. So it's very powerful. So this is a powerful time for transformation. And so if you're gonna transform something like your home or even just your whole sort of like connection to your own soul, this would be the month. We do have a full moon coming up in Taurus, and that for you is going to be your 10th house, your public standing house. And connected to that full moon is Uranus. And connected to Uranus is Pluto, and connected to Uranus is Neptune. So all the transpersonal planets are working with this moon, and manifesting something. Something's coming to fruition, and that'll be on the 15th. And people will see it because it's in your public, it's your house of public standing. So that's going to be powerful. We do have Pluto leaving Capricorn on the 19th, going into Aquarius, now your opposite sign. And so the Leo Aquarius axis gets activated over the next 20 years. Now, as Pluto moves through Aquarius, Pluto evolves through its polarity point. And so when we say that Pluto evolves through its polarity point, the polarity point of Pluto as it moves through um, Aquarius is Leo. And so shining your light and being your creative self and working from your heart is paramount to making the most difference as Pluto moves through the opposite sign of Aquarius. And of course, it's going to be in your house of relationships, one-on-one relationships, marriage, perhaps business for sure, and open enemies. So there's a little bit more back and forth as Pluto moves through. We're going to have to really sort of stop self-isolating and get out there and start communicating with people. And we can actually get quite a bit done. So I think that's important. Let's see, what else do I want to say? We do have a Mercury retrograde. That's going to start, that starts on the 25th. It's in Sag. And the whole Mercury retrograde is going to be in Sag. So wherever Sag is in your chart. Now, because most of it is happening in December, this also actually applies to December. It's in your 5th house of creativity and children. And so there's more energy for that. You might have to redo stuff or recheck or, whatever, or reconnect. Like maybe you're not, reach out to your kids, see what's going on, get back, back and forth. The back and forth will be helpful. The communication will be helpful. But it's that, oh, you said, this is what I heard you say. Is this what you said? And, this is what I heard. And then you go back and forth. So that's important. Anytime communication is key. And of course, that's pretty much all the time. But when Mercury retrograde is, it's a little bit harder to be clear. So I think that put that a little extra effort, it'll be worth it. And the other thing about Mercury retrograde is it makes you more introspective. And introspective in your house of creativity is not necessarily a bad thing, because you're really connecting with that core. And things like truth and justice are real important to you. You really do love that. You love that for people, like, I love that for you, right? You'd say that. All right. Let's see. Anything else? The sun, of course, then moves from the 4th house to the 5th. The sun in Sag on the, what is it, the 21st, I believe. And the sun makes an opposition to Uranus. That's important. The sun in Scorpio, Uranus in Taurus. It's important because the sun Uranus the sun is your ruling planet, and Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius. So we have that Leo Aquarius axis getting activated again. Saturn continues to move through your house of taxes. Neptune's been there for a while. This is a good time to, get all those details, get that together for your account. Do it early, get it in, especially with that Mercury retrograde. Perhaps if you can, to get it done before Mercury goes retrograde. Give your accountant a little bit of a little relief. Okay. All right. I think that's it. I think that's what I want to say about the astrology. So, I'm going to be using the Guardians of the Night Tarot for this reading. Yeah, they are kind of big and bulky, so you're going to have to give me time to shuffle them. All right. It's funny. I'll tell you a funny story, Leo. I try to like dress as I would say, like in this case, like leonine, and Leos love to look good. I mean, my mother who raised me at 4 planets in Leo. I have a Leo ascendant, so I'm aware, but I'm not as crazy as she. Everything matched for her. She was just like amazing in that respect. And but when I have to do the Leo, I think I combed my hair like 5 times and I still don't think it looks good. And my mother at 4 planets in Leo, when she used to watch Trump on television, she would say, "Look at his hair. What is?" And they'll say, "Oh, we got to watch this guy again. What's up with his hair? Why is it a different color? Yesterday it was a different color. I don't understand." Oh my God, she was so obsessed with how silly his hair looks. It was just too funny. My mother, who put the hole in the ozone layer all by herself with all her Aquanet. Uh, I miss her every day. All right, let's see. I got a good shuffle on here. And I'm sure, as I'm talking about her, she just loves to show up. So I don't know if she's going to show up while we're doing this. Let me see if I can fix this. I'm sorry about this. See, I wasn't watching myself, so I don't know if this happened a while back. So I'm going to try to make this clearer for you. Okay. All right, let's get started. We have the King of Cups. This is about having dominion over your feelings, being able to control your feelings in a way, not in a repressive way necessarily, but perhaps even utilizing these feelings that you have to actually accomplish something, right? Like, oh, I'm so mad, and then you like clean your house, right? I probably won't do that, but just as an example. But you're sort of you're kind of a master of your feelings here. The kings are master, they have dominion, so you're a master. What challenges that? The moon, the insanity around you, the ups and downs, the emotional ups and downs, that is a challenge. And I feel like it's not necessarily your emotional ups and downs, but you're feeling other people's. Like I mean, the world is in such a state. What are we doing, right? What are we doing? It's like, let's stop everyone and really see what we're doing and make a different decision, right? Okay. Underneath it all, we have exactly what I said: temperance, healing, finding balance, tempering our actions, walking the straight and narrow. You are being made stronger every day as you face the challenges with poise. Even though sometimes it doesn't feel like you're poised and it doesn't feel like you're facing the challenges very well, you are. You have the courage every day to get up and say, what can I do to make the world a better place? I know you're saying that. I know you're saying. In the past, we have the Three of Wands. This is opportunities. This is new creations. How to grasp your opportunities. I feel like you've been really good at, when you see an opportunity, you're taking it. When you see an opportunity, you're moving in that direction. You're not sitting and saying, poor me, when are things going to get better? That's not what you're doing. You're making decisions and you're making your life work better. In the sky, we have the Six of Swords. So this is about moving into calmer waters. Again, you notice all the water in this. This could also be sort of flood stuff. When I see this card, I can't help but think of the poor people like in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee, and Florida, and Georgia, who things just floated away, right? Things just floated away. But this is also, so there's going to be some of that. I think we're going to see some of that out in the outer world. But this is also, you know, moving in the direction of more peace. Six is about peace. Six is about balance. Six is about balancing the scales, right? The Six of Swords. It can also be a truce. There can also be an energy for a truce this month. And in the immediate future, we have the Fool. So you're going to be in a whole new, something you never expected is happening, okay? And you're on a whole new path, a whole new path. Do not fear the path. It is time. It is time to take the leap. How people see you from the outside, the magician, that you have dominion and control of your environment. You're a magician. And the key to being a magician is focused intention. The purer your intention, the better for you as a soul. The more focus, the more power you can bring to bear, right? Domestic situation, the tower. So there is some disruption. And the tower really happens to free us, for us to see the truth. Now, if you're already seeing the truth, then the tower isn't as devastating as it can be. The tower just says you have to be your true self. You have to be your self, capital S, higher self connected. And that's really what this card is. This month for you, Leo, is a spiritual initiation. Okay. And you have the capacity and the focus to deal with the disruptions that are possible in your general domestic environment. Hopes and fears, the Six of Pentacles. So that could be hoping for balance with resources, having enough. We have this beautiful, I guess it's a cow, or whatever, beast of burden. I'm not exactly sure what kind of that is. Is it? I should look. I think it's a bull, but it's about abundance and strength. It's about abundance and strength and the outcome. The Four of Pentacles. So this is saying through this period, you want to protect your resources. You do have to be circumspect about what you're saying, because things could be taken out of context. We have a celebration, a happiness, and I'll pick one more to see if I can get a major arcana. The Seven of Wands, standing your ground. So there's a lot of sort of, there's success, but success with a little bit of danger. So you just have to watch yourself, because I feel like maybe you don't realize just how powerful you are. And so people will react to you in a way that maybe you're not used to. And so as you become more aligned, you're going to rub against people who are not aligned, right? You're more of a rub for them. So you might go, whoa, I didn't expect to hear that from anybody, you know, that kind of thing. But it's nothing super serious, I don't think. I wouldn't say that. Even with the tower and the domestic situation, I feel the tower and the domestic situation is an opportunity to see what needs to be seen, so you know how to move forward. Because we do have the Fool there. Underneath it all, we have the Ten of Pentacles. That's abundance, money from family. The Ace of Swords, which is the sword of truth, a decision. And the Empress, which is abundance. These are amazing cards, guys. Look at these cards underneath. There's all kinds of abundance just waiting for you on the other side of whatever this is, whatever this Tower and Fool card is saying. But it's a whole new world. It's a whole new thing. But again, you have to make sure that, because it's new and you're wielding almost like an increase in your influence, perhaps, that you're careful of the words you use, and you're circumspect about what you say. And you know, you're not too harsh or you're not too lackadaisical. There's a balance here. There's definitely a balance. Oh, and then I got the Ace of Cups. after all of that. That's beautiful. All right, so let me pick a crystal ally card because I've been doing that for everybody and see what crystal might be of use for you, Leo, this month. I guess my hair looks okay. You guys will let me know, right? Be nice, be kind. How's my hair look, Mom? Okay, she said. Okay. At least it's combed. She used to give me terrible when I didn't comb my hair. Did you comb your hair? She'd say. I'd say, how does my hair look, Mom? She said, at least it's combed. She had very high expectations for my hair. I did not. Amber, Amber, this is ancient wisdom. Amber is the petrified sap of, I believe, pine trees. So sometimes you'll find like bugs in the amber because they get encased by the amber. But pine trees are some of the oldest trees, and they're connected to wisdom. And so the sap of amber is ancient pine, so ancient wisdom. Ancient wisdom. So what this card is saying is that, well, first of all, you could wear amber. That would be helpful. And it's weird because usually when I do Leo, I do wear amber, and I did not wear amber for this one, which I don't know if that's scolding or if that's just yeah. So amber, go out, find yourself a piece of amber, carry it around, wear it. There's some beautiful amber jewelry. I'm not telling you to be a spendthrift, but you can find some pretty nice things that aren't too expensive. You get them in silver. But it is a connection to the ancient wisdoms, to the ancient wisdom. And the interesting thing is the first card up is the whale, right? And how much more ancient can you get than the whale? The record keeper. Whales are considered record keepers in the study of animal spirits. So, wow, looks like it's going to be quite a month for you, Leo. Leo sun, Leo moon, and Leo rising. Just a point, like just a side note, Donald Trump has a Leo rising, and so does JD Vance, and he also is a Leo. So those are two people who have the Leo in their chart. I'm trying to think, is there anybody else with heavy duty Leo in their chart that I can think of off the top of my head? No, not off the top of my head. All right, sorry about that. Have yourself a great month. Take care of yourself. You will face the challenges as they come. It really is expecting the unexpected, and moving with it. You can do it. You have the strength, you have the knowledge, you have everything you need. Just focus on what you want to create, and it shall be. Take care, everyone. Have a great month. I'll see you in December. Namaste.